WGAR, Cleveland's country music station. Good morning. This is Dave Perkins.
And I'm Lucy Grant. It's 7:17, 17 minutes after 7 o'clock. Not quite as warm as yesterday morning. Cloudy, 34 degrees in Akron, 35 Cleveland.
High temperature today will only get to be about 40 degrees, but it's going to be better tomorrow. We'll get you a complete weather picture courtesy of Carl Nichols coming right up. And a reminder, get your letters in the mail today, and they stand a chance of getting in by tomorrow's deadline for our WGAR Christmas Wish Campaign. Can't get them all. Wish we could, but we'll sure do our best on as many as we can. We'll read a couple more on the air here coming right up. But meanwhile, here's your last shot at our address here.
It's WGAR Christmas Wish, 9446 Broadview Road, Cleveland, 44147.
Page 2A, Cleveland Plain Dealer this morning, right inside the headline where they're talking about how all the Gateway bonds are already sold.
Right.
They sold those in one day, and that's depressing. I was planning on picking up a couple of million for my Uncle Ernie, as a Christmas present.
Really? Not for your Uncle Carl?
I couldn't get to my checkbook in time, and son of a gun, they were gone. So just have to find some other way to please Uncle Ernie. Maybe a bottle of Canoe cologne or something, I don't know. But inside, page 2A of the Plain Dealer is a big photograph of former New York Mayor Ed Koch. Okay, now describe the picture. Okay, this is radio, so we'll have to tell him about it.
Okay, well, Ed is holding a handkerchief to his head. And he is looking at Jerusalem Mayor Teddy Kollek.
Okay, so the mayor of New York, former, and the mayor of Jerusalem, present. So they're in the Holy Land here, and the caption reads as follows, and this one kind of speaks for itself. Former New York City Mayor Edward I. Koch holds a handkerchief to his head after being hit with a stone yesterday while touring Jerusalem's Old City with Jerusalem Mayor Teddy Kollek. The two were walking through the narrow streets without police to show that the area was safe for tourists. Another masterstroke of publicity.
One of those little ironies of life.
For Mr. Koch, 7:19. We'll check traffic and weather together coming up next on WGAR.
Mr. Foster, look, I can sit in a regular barber chair now.
Well, no more booster seat for you, mister. You've done some growing.
2.5 inches.
All right, pumping iron, huh?
Nah, just eating good food, I guess. And Mom says my Flintstones Vitamins help me grow, too.
That's so. Well, you keep growing like this, and next thing you know, you'll be coming in for a shave.
Flintstones kids, 10 million strong and growing.
Nutrisystem really does work, and I wouldn't tell you that if I hadn't had the experience and, may I say, the pleasure myself of having lost a lot of weight on the Nutrisystem program, and then discovering, to my great delight, a year later, that you can look back and see that the program works in the long term as well. I have not put back on the 42 pounds that I took off on the Nutrisystem program, and I'm confident in saying that I'm not going to. And if you'd like to have that experience for yourself, and it is a joy, let me tell you, when you start getting the high blood pressure and the sore knees and getting out of breath just because you're carrying so much extra weight around that you just can't do what you used to do anymore, get it back. Get your youth back like I did and be able to do simple things like walk 18 holes of golf again without passing out on the 9th green or what have you. I mean, there's a whole lot of different ways that your life is better when you lose weight. And if you do it at Nutrisystem right now, you can save a lot of money because if you got big numbers to lose, 40, 50, 60 pounds up around there, maybe even more, you can pay for only a 10-pound weight loss program. Lose all you need and pay for only 10 pounds right now at Nutrisystem. Here's the telephone number, toll free, 1-800-553-9292. 553-9292. You take it from me, Nutrisystem really does work.
Go, Marty! Can't sleep, huh, kid?
I got school tomorrow.
Well, then let Mr. Al Natural tell you a bedtime story. Goldilocks and the 3 Grapes.
Isn't that supposed to be bears?
No. Now, when Goldilocks started school, she had to pick what to take in her lunch. A cupcake with added sugar and fat. Or naturally sweet grapes. Because like kids in a nationwide survey, Goldilocks preferred grapes to most snacks.
I was almost asleep there.
Try counting grapes.
Grapes, the natural snack from the California Table Grape Commission.
WGAR, Cleveland's country music station at 7:22. Traffic and weather together. First, a look at the drive-in here.
Any problems folks can expect on the drive-in, Deb?
A couple of problems right now. There's a one-car accident on the outbound West Shore Way. Shouldn't hamper your drive-in, but this is just before the West 28th exit, squeezing that left lane. Police are on the scene. So if you're leaving downtown right now, heading to, say, Lakewood, you're going to find that and just a little bit slower. If you're traveling inbound on 71, that's now backed up from right around the north side of the Metro curve. 77, you'll just tap the brakes from East 30th on to the Interbelt. There's a working house fire right now, blazing away, closing Ensign between Kinsman and East 55th. We've got fire crews on the scene. From WGAR's Traffic Control Center, I'm Debbie Marshall.
Thank you, Deb. From Traffic to Weather with WGAR meteorologist Carl Nichols.
Good morning, Carl.
Good morning. How are you this morning?
Doing just fine, just fine. We're wondering why it's so warm in December, but we're afraid to ask because we think we're going to jinx it here.
Yeah.
We'll jinx us. We'll end up with what we had last December. Remember how cold it was last December, but this December, completely opposite. Actually, a very mild and wet December so far, and looks like it's going to continue really right through the upcoming weekend. We've got a nice day coming up for us today. We've still got some low clouds around, but they'll kind of start to slowly break up as the day goes on, and we'll get a temperature up around 40 in the low 40s. That'll put us a few degrees above normal, but tomorrow and Friday and right through the weekend, our temperatures will be climbing. A south wind will be developing, and we're going to find a high tomorrow around 50. Same thing on Friday. Could even climb a little further up into the 50s on Friday, and it looks like afternoon highs low to mid-50s or so on Saturday and Sunday. So the mild conditions continue. There might be a couple of rain showers coming our way later tomorrow and into Friday and Saturday, but other than that, looks like good conditions. So if you've got travel plans anywhere over the eastern half of the country between now and Saturday and Sunday, it doesn't look like you'll have any problem getting there for the Christmas holiday.
Thank you, Carl. We'll check back with you.
Okay.
Right now, it's 34 degrees in Akron and 35 in Cleveland at FM 99.5 WGAR.